All right, just got a new shipment of Seaguar line in. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about line choice and what I'm using for fluorocarbon, when I'm using it, and sizes and all that. So my two favorites, as you can see here, I got Invizx, and Tatsu. The two of them, they're very similar line, fluorocarbon wise. They're both great, high quality stuff, but I use certain ones in different situations. So Tatsu, that's their high end stuff. This is the best of the best that they make. Let's get this one opened up. It's what I like to use most often when I am kind of flipping, doing something. I'm dragging the bait, kind of bottom contact, that sort of stuff. It's got a really good feel to it. It's abrasion resistance. If we could talk today, that would help. And it's really soft. So it's great for flipping. You can see when I pull it off the reel here, there's hardly any memory to this stuff. Really great for that reason. This, you can see it's very, very soft and subtle. So that's why I like to use the 20-pound when I'm flipping. Sometimes I have this also in 17, 15. I use it on some of my spinning rods. If I'm going straight fluorocarbon every once in a while, if I'm not using that smackdown leader, I'll actually go with straight 6-pound, 8-pound, whatever it is. So that's the kind of the Tatsu. It's a little bit thinner as well than the Invizx, but it does cost more because of that, having all those great features with it. This is a 1,000-yard spool. That's how I like to get it. Just when you put it on your line or put it on your reel, it really sits on and just really lets you get the most out of each spool you put on. So you're not going to run out. If you say you get a 200-yard spool, you might end up with 20, 30 yards at the end that you're not able to use, and it doesn't do you any good. The next one, this is the Seaguar Invizx. And this is the stuff I've used forever. This is what got me hooked on Seaguar. I've used Seaguar, I should say, since college, which would have been like 2009-ish, 10, 12, all the way in that range when I was at Penn State fishing on their team. And it's a line I trust, so I've actually just kind of stuck with it. I used it through my early years when I didn't get it. I was paying full price for it. Then I got to the point where I was getting a discount on it when I was fishing the first couple of years, and it just keeps growing and growing, our partnership. And one of the main things, and I told this right off the bat, is like, I trust Seaguar, and that's why I'm not going to be looking for another company. I want the line's one of the most important parts of catching a fish, in my opinion. So if you trust it, you know you're not going to break it off. I tried another brand once in college and I had issues with it. That's probably where that all really stemmed from. But get back to this. This is 17-pound Seaguar. This is where I throw, say, a lot of my chatterbaits, traps on, that sort of stuff in the pre-spawn. And it's great because it's got, you can see, very minimal, again, line memory. It's got a little bit more. I don't know if you can see both of these, but a little more than the Tatsu, but not really, not that much more. It is still very abrasive resistant, which is one of the main reasons I like it. But it's got that just really high quality line for more affordable price is what it really comes down to. So when you're using a line like this, I might be using this for a week or 2 weeks. I usually replace it each day after a tournament if I'm fishing something that I'm say a chatterbait where I'm throwing it through grass, ripping it, where it stretches, even though it's fluorocarbon, it gets a little bit of stretch to it. It wears the line out, and just when we have so much on the line, literally, he said I don't want to risk it having something break off. So that's where I'll go through a lot more of the Invizx than I do the Tatsu, where it's a shorter little flip. So if I'm using this, I'm flipping, I'll fill this all the way up, and then maybe I'll peel off whatever 10, 20 feet, cut it off, retie it, and I'll use this again the next day. And I can get a full tournament and then the practices the next one before I want to change this again when I'm doing that real close contact flipping. But these are two just super great lines. I really highly recommend them. So if you're throwing a bait that's moving, that's going to be your Invizx. If you're throwing a bait that you got bottom contact with, Seaguar Tatsu. That's how I break it down. So hopefully that helps you. Talk to you again soon. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and have a great day.